Hello, Yoni and Josie. Today's lesson is going to be about this big word called exponents. Okay, and then I'll go through this page in a minute. So, what is exponents? So, let me not draw it on right color. So, the lesson is going to be on exponents. Yeah, sometimes it's called exponential. Okay, exponential. All right. So it's very basic, but it's very powerful at the same time. So let me just show you what exponent is all about. So let's say 4 times 4. We know this is 16, but we could write this in a form called 4 to the power of 2. So all it means is I'm multiplying 4 twice, okay? And the answer will be, in this case, 8. Sorry, it's not 8, it's 16. I'm not adding, I'm multiplication. So I could also do 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, so 3 times, and I could write this 4 to the power of 3. And what's the answer? 4 times 4 will be 16, so 16 times 4 would be 64 actually. Okay, so 16 times 4, 6 times 4 is 24. We carry 2, 4 times 1 is 4 plus 2 is 6, so 64, that's right. The next one would be 4 to the power of, 4 times 4 times 4, so 4 times. And the answer will be, this will be 16, this will be 16, what's 16 times 16? So 16 times 16, I think it's 256, so 6 times 6 is 36. Carry 6 times 1 is 6 plus 3 is 9. 6 times 1 is 6, 1 times 1 is 1. And so 6 goes down, 9 plus 6 is 15, right, 5. We carry 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, so 256. So we write this 4 to the power of 4, and the answer is 256. Okay, I think that's good enough. So what we have seen here is there's a pattern. The pattern is, in this case, if it was 4 to the 1, we don't write 4 to the power of 1, but it just means 4. So it started with 4 and then went 16 and then 64 and then to 56. So every time you add one more number, can you see how it's expanding? Yeah, the number is getting larger and larger and larger. So it's a pattern. Now, in order, so this is this form, Yoni and Josie, this form of writing the multiplication is called the exponents. And so let me give you an example. So 4 to the power of 2, number 4 is called the base, and number 2 is called the exponents, okay? Exponents. Okay, that's S, by the way. Are you okay with that? So it's a writing multiplication in this format, yeah. But now to qualify this, let's say, for example, if I write 4 times 3, this will not qualify, yeah, for exponential. We cannot write this because the number 3 is different. So every number have to be the same, yeah. So an example would be, let's say, for example, 10 to the power of 7, 10 times 10, 10 times 10. And this can be written as 10 to the power of 4. Are you guys okay with that? So that's it. This is all about exponents, writing something in exponential manner or terms. So if I go back to this page, it says here in the exponential expression, remember about there was a lesson I've done for you guys, the difference between expression and equation. In this case, it says exponential expression a to the power of n, and we say this to the power of, yeah. A is called the base, which I've told you, while the number n is called the exponents, okay? So the letter n, so in this case, 4 to the power of 2, so number 4 is called the base, and number 2 is called the exponents, yeah? So we now define what is by exponents. So a times blah blah blah. So we know exactly how this works. So, and by the way, here they said a dot a. All it means is a times a times a times a. In some books, you will see multiplication shown as a dot. Okay. All right. Here is an interesting part. What happens if the base is a negative number? So in this case, where is it? Okay, yeah. So in this case, it says here, let a be an integer. Now, an integer, so if I could just wrap this. If you remember that, I've done a lesson with you adding integers. Integers are no type of numbers. They start from 0 in the middle, and then they go -1, -2, -3, -4, and then they do have positive number as well. So these are integers. And let n be a whole number. And whole number, remember, there was a natural number and whole number. Whole number starts from 0, and then 1, and then 2. And natural numbers start from just 1. So in this case, if n is not 0, so what we are saying is n is not equal to 0. And then, of course, we could write that term this way. So n times. So we are just multiplying n number of times. But what is interesting is this. What happens if the base is negative number? Yeah. And the exponential is just a number or a whole number. So let me just show you what it means. This is interesting part. So if the base is negative number and the exponential is an odd number, so remember, what is odd? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on. These are odd numbers. And if it's odd number, let's see what happens. So what this means is -2 times -2 times -2. So 3 times, is that right? And let's see what the answer comes. And then so minus and minus, remember that lesson about minus and minus. Minus and minus becomes what? Plus. So this becomes plus, so 2 times 2 is 4. So we don't have to write plus, but it's plus 4. And then multiply this by this number, which is -2. And so the answer will become -8. Is that right? Simple. The answer is -8. But what happened if I do -2, but the exponential will be an even number? And even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12, and so on. So in this case, all we are saying is exactly the same thing. -2 multiplied by -2 multiplied by -2 multiplied by -2. 4 times. And of course, minus and minus becomes plus, and so in this case it's 4. Is that right? Because minus and minus becomes plus 4. And in these terms, again, -2 plus -2 becomes 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. Have you noticed the answer? It's not negative, it's positive. So we could actually see the pattern. The pattern that both of you need to understand is, if the exponential is an odd number and the base is a negative number, the answer will always be negative. So whatever it is, it will be negative. Just remember that. So if the base is negative and it's an odd number, the answer will always be negative. And if the base is, again, negative, and if the exponential is an even number, the answer will always be an even number. Sorry, a positive number, not even, positive. So going back here, that's what this example is showing you. And let's see, I think it's on the next page. It talks about here. Is it here? Oh yeah, there it is. So this is all about it is odd, if, and even exponents. So when the negative integer, can you see that? The base, okay? When the base is negative, and we call this rise. So when we say 2 to the power of 4, we are rising to 4 times. So that's called raised, okay? An even exponent, so if the exponents are even, the result will always be positive. Remember that's why I just told you. If the base is negative integer, the base is negative integer, and the exponent, yeah, the top is an odd number like this, the result will always be a negative. And that's it, simple as that. And I think that's it really, because if you look at, there are some exercise in this page. Let's see, where is the exercise? And I would like you guys to do this exercise. And can you please send me this exercise? I'm sure I've seen it somewhere here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so can you please do this exercise and send me through your WhatsApp? And I'm also going to send you through the WhatsApp more questions, okay? So I want you to do this. And I also want you to kind of like, I don't know, maybe write, well, I'll send you on the WhatsApp group anyway, more questions.